Good morning, traders, and welcome back to another live stream. If you are new, my name is Zach. This is Real Deal Futures. Before we hop onto these charts on this beautiful Thursday, March 12th, as always, make sure you view us on the screen. Trading is risky. Most traders lose money. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do here or anywhere else is a suggestion or recommendation to do anything at all. Make sure you do your own research, make your own trading decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even in funded prop firm accounts, as I adjust my cam. And, what do we say? CFTC Rule 4.41 and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer. This is I stand to make money from links and codes in my content like Top 1 Futures Code RDF, Bookmap, Edgeful, and others. Can't be unbiased if I stand to make money, which I do. Important for me to be transparent about that, for you to do your own research, make your own educated decisions. That's important, guys. What's up, chat? Guys, how are we doing today? How are we doing? Listen, I'm gonna note something first here. First off, welcome everybody. I appreciate you being here. Welcome to the show. I've got some stuff on IG going super mega viral this morning. I'm blowing up on Instagram. I got a giveaway rolling on Instagram. If you're here from IG, what's up? Welcome. I'm here 9:15 a.m. Eastern, streaming, trading, showing you what real trading looks like for me every damn day, 100% free. No course, no VIP, no mentorship, none of that stuff. I just show you what real trading looks like, and hopefully that's helpful. Real trading for me. Remember, real quick, guys, I don't have a course. I don't have a VIP. I don't have a mentorship. I won't ask you for money or crypto, okay? If somebody's asking you for something, it's a scam. I won't DM you first or friend you on Discord, especially on Discord. But the only thing you're ever going to get is invites and hyping up to come to the live stream, which is free, or the Discord, which is free. If there's anything else outside of that, it's not me, guys. Please don't be scammed and spammed. With big, exposure comes the scammers and the spammers. Multiple people sending it to me yesterday, so don't be fooled by that, please, guys. I literally have it in my name all over the place. I won't DM you first on Discord, and of course, what do we get? People DMing other people. So be smart, guys, please. Let me go ahead and make sure we are live on YouTube. What's up? We're going to get some good mornings in. We're here a little bit early. Actually, we're right on time today. We look like we're live on Kick. We are. We got some people offering things that the answer is no. We don't need you to do anything crazy. Appreciate you guys being here, man. Let's see what we got rolling today, man. Let's talk YM. We got nothing really crazy out of the markets yesterday. Sat around, watched YM, then we got some scalping in on NQ, which is pretty cool. Put a little bit of profit in some sim accounts, some sim boys on NQ. We'll do that again today. All right, we'll see what YM has for us, and we'll go from there. Let's get some analysis in, chat. Let's get some analysis in. I'm going to throw this in chat real quick just so you guys have it. All of my links are here, guys. If you want to hop on the IG giveaways, if you want to hang out on here because we got giveaways, if you want to hop in Discord, if you want to watch everything across YouTube, all my links are there. RealDealFutures.com. I'm not going to post everything individually. Let's see what we got. Chatty McChat. And for those of you that are concerned, I still feel like a bag of garbage today, man. I cannot kick this cold that I got, but I got some vitamin B in me. We're gonna see what we can do. So we are here on the 15-minute time frame looking at YM, the Dow Jones Industrial Average Futures contract. This is TradingView, the platform, logged in through Tradeovate, the broker and platform, through Top 1 Futures, the prop firm. I am trading a Top 1 Futures 15K pre-live account, which is a prop firm live account, just to go through all of the nuances so you know exactly what you're seeing from me here today and almost every day. If we swap out accounts, I'll tell you what account I'm going into. Eval, funded, live account, prop firm, live account. I'll always try to be 100% real with you. I don't care to try to fake something. I see more and more people posting stuff about that. You're at the wrong stream if you want to see some magic, guys. I'm just a regular idiot. I'm going to show you what trading looks like for me. I got some juice. I'm the longest standing, most payouts taken live trader with Top 1 Futures. as of yesterday because Austin Silver's on my ass and he's got me by now 1 payout, I think. But you guys can decide this stuff for yourself, man. You watch me trade and, you know, you can say, that guy sucks, I'm going to fade him. Or that guy's got some juice, I'm going to maybe listen to what he has to say. But no signals, as always. You know, if you copy somebody else's trades, you are genuinely doing something very wrong. You will never make money. That's a bad thing to do. Now that we got that rant out of the way, daily candle forming to the downside. We have a serious continuation of the downside, man. U.S. indices looking pretty weak, especially YM. We are opening up with a bearish candle. We are, how many points to the downside already on this bad boy? We've traded 541 points total as of yesterday. Looks like we gapped down at the open. Yeah, we just opened up to the downside. We didn't really gap, but we opened up to the downside, and we've since pushed yesterday's low, Wednesday's low. We are dang near 230 points below yesterday's low. We've already traded almost 400 points below that. This is weak, guys. This is going to be a really weak open here. No retest of yesterday's volume point of control, value area high, yesterday's high, obviously all on the board. I'm curious to see what the heck we do down here, man. This zone has obviously come into play. We've been hanging out. We got some daily closures. We got some volume points of control. This down here wasn't respected too cleanly, but it was tested before a really aggressive pop back up. I don't know, guys. If the bottom falls out on this thing at any point, just higher time frame speculation, which I don't really like to do. If the bottom falls out on this, we could get ugly, man. We could get really ugly. This could really start to go. Conversely, if we start to find buyers any day here, if the market likes what Trump is saying about this war, right? You know, whatever the fundamental, you know, driver is, if we start to pop and we head back towards highs, you know, this could be the, you know, big pullback in a downtrend. But objectively, this is the largest, you know, off the highs move to the downside, right? That we've seen since all the way back here, right? Which is April of last year, right? April lows. So this is pretty serious. This is nothing to bat an eye about. So we know where we're at on the higher time frame. Let's drop down to the 15-minute. Yesterday was a down day, as you can see. Putting the volume point of control low in the session. We really just sold off and respected VWAP. You know, no real opportunity for that mean reversion trade that I look for. You know, we really just sold off and, you know, bounced off a VWAP multiple times. I think if you're a VWAP trader, this would have played really nicely for you. Back and forth towards, you know, this high volume node down here. But look at this for today, right? Look at this for today. Opened up to the downside. Found some buyers through Asia, London, and then back down to open up towards the downside. Coming into 9:30 a.m. for NYSE opened here. We are down below VWAP. We are at current volume point of control, trending down towards the lows of pre-market. Down below VWAP. This is looking somewhat balanced, but weak, obviously, for what we've done relative to yesterday. But not a huge blast in one direction. Modest volatility on this. 15-minute chart. So this is going to be interesting, guys. This is going to be interesting. I'm curious to see what we do here today. I would take the mean reversion trade either way today. I'm going to start to mark this out. If you're new here, welcome. You know, if you don't know how I trade, it's typically a mean reversion style trade off of the open. I'm looking to fade a crack to the upside, a push to the downside. If we get that, you know, either way. Getting ready to open up here in about 30 seconds. Just checking a couple messages here, man. Making sure we are clear. No news for the day, which is good. Nothing crazy. We got through 8:30 a.m. Let's mark out some levels. Obviously up above pre-market high and down below pre-market low, right? I'm going to be looking at yesterday's volume point of control. I've been trying to make it really, really easy for you guys and myself, right? These are rough. These are zones. I can trade before and after this. I'm not going to wait for this to be hit and then trade off of it. If I was going to do that, I'd be just using a limit order. But I'm curious to see what happens if we come up near yesterday's volume point of control, which is right now untested. Naked volume point of control, as the saying goes. I'll buy into a dip to the downside, which we're getting right now. you know, pre-market low has been the buy for the last couple of days. I'm not going to do it. Again, it's just not my play. Buying right in here, like right now, you know, 1 minute into the open. It's just not my play. I'd be looking somewhere in here. I'm going to have to zoom out a little bit, guys. I know this is big time frames that I'm looking at here, but like there's nothing looking left. So this is cool. I could see, you know, Monday of last week's price action. But like, unless I zoom out to the daily, like I can't see anything on this chart. We're starting to sell off here. So yeah, top end of this zone, you know, really aggressively, if I was going to look for a buy, you know, somewhere in here, right? Somewhere in here. Shorts, again, right above pre-market highs into yesterday's volume point of control would be in play. If we crack to the downside here, right into the open, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this dip. I'd love a buy with a stop loss outside of this current weekly low. I'm not going to get that, though. I'm not going to get that. Let's see, chat. Let's see. Open up to the downside. Opening up to the downside here. We're going to use our little hidden black lines here for those that are paying attention. And let's put them at nice even round numbers like we've been doing. Again, rough areas of interest, right? You know, I'm not going to trade off of a line on my chart. I don't think that's a smart thing to do. I never am that exact with my trading. I trade with discretion. That doesn't help me. Having areas of interest, but I think for you guys to mark out like exactly where I'm looking for this really aggressive initial trade maybe can be helpful, right? I always wanted to see where guys were looking. So yes, we have a big high time frame zone here. Yes, we have a big high time frame zone here and here, right? Discretionary levels here, here. Where am I looking for this mean reversion style trade today, right off of the open? Down below pre-market lows, right? Down near this area of interest. Why, right? Why? Looking left. We tested this multiple times. We tested this in pre-market after we sold off here before a pop back up. I think we could find buyers down here. This is going to be the low end of this, you know, area of high volume. We start to come through this aggressively. I'm cooked, right? It's just a move to the downside, and I think we dump. And I think shorts off the open were the play, right? Gives me an area to be dead wrong. Conversely, if we pop to the upside, which we're not doing at all, if we had been popping to the upside, I'd be looking to short this. Why? Yesterday's volume point of control. Area of high volume on visible range volume profile. A little bit dicey up here, right? Like could get cooked on that one. But that's what I'll be looking at to the upside, right? So, not really great opening trades on YM. Just really not giving me a lot to work with this week, which is cool. You know, I don't get a setup on YM. We'll hop over to NQ and scalp like degenerates. You guys seem to be enjoying that. We've been having some fun. So we will do that. But let's get the good mornings in. We jumped right into it. We're watching YM test pre-market low. Let's go around the horn before we get the good mornings in. Similar movement out of ES, similar movement out of NQ. Nothing insanely different for these bad boys today. Nothing absolutely insane here. We'll get ready on NQ. Marking out value area low, value area high, and volume point of control, at least for now. This is dynamic, right? This is going to print in real time, but just getting those back to where they should be. All right. Chat. How we doing, guys? How are we doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Vanel, good morning. Jamie, Dwayne, Zach, there's a great stat for YM outside days, weekday, a report by weekday for today. Dwayne, call it out, Dwayne. I'm sure there is. Give me the sauce, Dwayne. What is the stat? What is the stat for opening up to the outside? Is it that we come back and retest this low by a pretty high percent? Is it that we continue? Give me the stat, Dwayne. Appreciate you acknowledging that, though. Zach, can you give your bias for S&P 500? Yeah, it's really similar, but we can look at S&P today. That's fine. Got to get that payout then. Oh, yeah. Good morning. Are we bullish or bearish YM? This is looking weak so far. A deal. For a continuation trader, I think everything's calling to the downside, right? You know, we are trending. If I zoom out on this 15-minute, we're trending down, right? I don't think this is up. We're trending down. We're trending down day over day. We're opening up to the downside. We are opening up well below yesterday's low. We're breaking out of pre-market low to the downside. This is looking weak, right? I don't have a continuation short. That's not what I do. I don't trade the first 5 minutes. If we break the 5-minute opening range to the downside, I just short it. That's just not my play on YM, but I would say if you were asking me for a directional bias on this, this is looking weak. I will short it up here. I'll long it down here, potentially. Continuation short, I'd need something like this. I'd need the market to open up to the downside, do everything that it's doing, really show its hand, maybe pull back in, and then look for continuation, right? Like that, you know, if I had been staying on YM instead of hopping over to NQ, like that's not looking too bad for continuation short. Right, really aggressively, you know, shorten this bad boy as we pop back to the upside. Good morning, everyone. Let's have a green day. Let's do it, man. Good morning, Zach. Good morning. Appreciate you. Marcy, Chris, Miss K, Dwayne, what's up? Maritime Trader, what's up? Appreciate you guys for hopping on. 100% reversal to prior day low. Gosh damn, Dwayne. So Dwayne says, according to Edgeful statistics for an outside open, we have a near 100% chance or 100% chance of, according to what stat? I mean, according to how much data? So this is going to be PDL. Let's just like, I'm not going to leave this on here with a different color, but let's just mark that. So this is going to be prior day low, right? Dwayne is saying that according to Edgeful, which if you look at the chart, it's extremely uncommon that we open up, that we negate the stat that he's talking about, right? Within New York session, right? We typically just don't move in one direction, right? We typically don't open up and then we just go south and we don't pull back and touch prior day low at all, right? 100% is I think too much. According to how much data, right? Like that could have happened 100% of the time over the last 6 months, year, 2 years. It certainly does not guarantee anything to happen in the future, even if it was over a huge sample size. But that would indicate a really strong statistic to pull back to prior day low. So, you know, again, I'm not going to be just longing it arbitrarily on any stat. You know, one thing that's playing out right now is this. Sweep of pre-market low and then the bounce back up. YM, bro, am I going to have to get that aggressive on it? It's been happening over and over and over again, not to get hindsight bias, right? You know, here it was right here, right? This is pre-market low right here. This is NYSE open. We come down, crack it, and then what do? You know, bounce 600, 800 points to the upside, right? Over here yesterday, Wednesday, where was pre-market low? Not as great. Right, not nearly as great, right? So here's 8:45 a.m. Eastern. Here's 9:30. We got close here. We extended to the downside by 100 points, and then we did crack back up. We did trade 200 points to the upside, so this would have been $1,000 for me if I was running a 200-point stop, 200-point take profit. That's an easy W. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna happen again today. Too aggressive for me though, man. Wait, this is very aggressive. Like if you just arbitrarily got long off of pre-market low, and let's say you were running that wide stop. Excuse me. Still sick. Like let's see if this one would pay today. Right back to VWAP. You know, that's the potential trade. Too aggressive for me, man. Like this is just too aggressive for me. But paid yesterday, paid the day before. Is it going to pay today? You know, I don't know, right? We didn't crack pre-market lows at all in New York session for Monday here, but let's see what this looks like. Just marking out some movement on YM here for you guys. 0 Day Wits has the Facepalm. Why? Zero DeWitts. Gus 2 Tav. What's up, bro? Hi. I think it's a liquidity sweep because I think it might go further down and then fill the gap and then take out buyers. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. 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 Nothing for me so far, guys. Again, YM just really hasn't been giving me the aggressive move in one direction for me to fade. We do have some liquidity stacking up on the book here, though. Quite a bit above and below price, so 800s, 820s, you know, right back down in here, looking pretty thick. Looking pretty thick here. Let's see what this market's got for us, boys and girls. 10 minutes into the open. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Hindsight on YM. I do like to trade YM on the 15-minute chart. This is my bread and butter. Pays me well. It's often slow. Doesn't provide a lot of opportunities, which is why I'm hopping over to NQ and trading aggressively. Looking to trade some momentum in some evals. Some funded accounts, which I will do again today. If we don't get anything here on YM. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to say at least until... about 9:50, 9:55. I want to give this at least another 10 minutes. I don't have a setup coming really quickly, and then I'll hop onto NQ and I will pass or fail some evals. That's going to be my game plan for today. But so far, this is kind of, again, not a crazy open, kind of like yesterday. Kind of a muted open. You know, we did trade in the overnight session to the downside quite a bit. Like, we really sold off here. You know, are we gonna mimic this movement into, you know, NYSE, or are we just kind of gonna chop around a little bit, right? During RTH here. Quite muted for all U.S. indices. Good morning. It's Betrays. Cyrus, what's up? Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, I always worry about 100% stats, though it's mean to fail, but part of the move would be good. Yeah. Again, 100% meaning, just so everybody's clear, 100% meaning over the last X amount of days, this has happened every single day, right? Like, there hasn't been a day where it hasn't happened. Does that mean that today, tomorrow, and the next day, that 100% stat will fail? Of course not, right? And I'm sure if you went back, you know, and got 20 years of data, you know, it'd be in the 90s, right? You'd probably have, you know, a dozen days where that stat did not hold true, right? But it's a really strong indication that Dwayne has pointed out that we, during NYSE session, for a day where we open up outside, come back to that prior day low. And so far, it looks like we might want to do that, right? We come back up through the highs. I'm curious. I'm looking for a buy, guys, on YM, which would be along with that stat. But I'm looking at a buy off of these 46,800s. If we come down and crack this level, so we're kind of past this mean reversion trade, right? This off the open mean reversion trade. I like a buy in here. If we come down and we take out this liquidity really aggressively, right? Looking at Bookmap over here on the left-hand side, there's really nothing else down below price, at least right here on Bookmap, which, you know, it doesn't give us everything. Similar on ES, where we would have to get all the way down to the 700s before there's nothing else, right? Or at least it starts to get lighter. It's not nothing. Let me back that up. There's still quite a bit down below price here on ES, right? We just, you know, it's just ES is a thick book. But if we start to crack the 800s, another 100 points lower, like right now, like what we're doing right now, I'm going to look to potentially buy this on YM. Not right off the 800s, but not all the way down here. I think I think this opportunity, you know, if we're going to sell off, if we're just going to sell off, right? You know, this is probably too deep. This is probably too deep. Here's the game plan, guys. Here's the game plan. Here's the discretion, right? I'm not going to aggressively buy at 800s. I'm not going to aggressively buy at 800s. If we start to come lower, I'm going to exercise quite a bit of discretion between, let's say, if I'm long before the 790s, I did something wrong. But I'm going to exercise quite a bit of discretion in this 200 to 250 point range looking for a buy. Okay? I'm not going to just buy into the weakness really aggressively like I do sometimes for that mean reversion trade to get a really, really nice entry, because I don't know where this thing's going to stop. There's really nothing down here. I'm interested to see past the 800s, so I could potentially get really aggressively long in here. I think we could just dump right through that 200 points and not find buyers until we get down around this level, right, where we found buyers on this big sell-off from this week's open, right? I'm curious to see what we get here, but I don't want to be too aggressive. So I'm going to let you guys know I'm going to exercise some discretion on this one, the way that I always am, but this is going to be quite discretionary, right? Maybe you hop down to, you know, what might help somebody else who's watching this. Maybe you hop down to a 1 minute chart, right? And you say, okay, you know, what does that mean? What does that discretion mean? For me, maybe it just means the movement in the 15-minute candle and on order flow, right? I'm comfortable kind of just watching this from a higher time frame and watching this over here, and, you know, watching price sell off, CVD start to drop off. Maybe not aggressively long it right off of a level, but wait for something, a little bit of a wiggle to happen. Maybe for you, that's a 1 minute time frame, and as we start to dump, you're gonna wait for this, right? You're gonna wait for one of these to buy into some strength, right? To say that, hey, we're not just free falling here. At least right here, right now, we're moving back up to the upside. One quick thing I wanted to do was just draw a weekly volume profile. This is kind of just overlapping everything. It can be a little bit confusing to see, but I just wanted to see where current value area low, volume point of control, and value area high was. I could get the exact same thing by doing this and scrolling directly out and using the visible range volume profile. If you can see, this is just a mirror image, but just to get a feel for where the hell we are, right? You know, like as we start to drop, you know, we are now breaking and retesting this current value area low. Not much volume between here and here, right? Low 700s. So the more I look at this, the more I say I'm probably not going to long it right here. You know, I'd probably want the low 700s at least to give me a stop, you know, way down here, right? Like way outside of here, where we're just going to break the weekly low and maybe sell off. And I'm looking to buy into a market that's just absolutely falling. That's okay. We're not going to be right every day. But I like to be, you know, entering in a spot where I think at least we have potential to find buyers, right? I'm not always going to get it beautifully like right in here and almost bottom tick the thing like I did on Friday of last week on that mega stream. Got long right off these lows for a pop back up. But I do try to find my way in, even if I'm going to be wrong. I'm very wrong. If I'm right, I'm right, you know, with an ability to grab some profit, right? That's kind of a subjective way to put that, but hopefully my trading will demonstrate what the hell I'm talking about. Let's see what we got. YouTube, Kick, X. How we doing today, guys? How we feeling, chat? Kobe Clark, what's up? What's going on, man? Welcome, welcome. I'll try to give everybody some love across all streams. What's up, bro? YouTube, what's up? Appreciate you guys hopping on. Yeah, but I don't know, dude. My views have been all over the place. I can't I can't wrap my head around everything. I can tell you on IG, I got a post going super mega viral as of last night. I got like hella followers, mad views. Everything is blowing up. I'm carrying some momentum because I was around so many other traders. We had so much cool stuff going on in Colombia. But obviously giveaways. Everybody loves the giveaways, and you guys on IG really liked the find the code giveaway. So we're gonna be doing those every day. We're still gonna do giveaways on the stream, but just in case you missed out on that, we had some codes hidden on some IG reels. Yesterday was day 1. We are going to run it back today with 2 because the person that run yesterday said pay it forward. which I absolutely love. I think I really do have the best community sometimes. I don't see that from other communities. I've had multiple people win things and say, you know what? I don't need it. I don't even want it. I'm not going to use it. Just double it up and run it again. Give it to the next guy. So I'm so grateful to see that. It warms my soft little heart when I see that. So anyway, if you want in on some giveaways here on the live stream almost every day and on IG, if you're not following on IG, links at the top of the chat are pinned. Feel free. It's Real Deal Zach across everything. You can find me everywhere. Real Deal Futures pops up as well. You can just search Real Deal Futures or Real Deal Zach. RDF, baby. Use code RDF. So far this is looking like that when I was marking out, guys. Pre-market low is going to pay, man. 150 points off the lows again. I might have to get aggressive, man. I might have to just start buying off a pre-market low, buying off of pre-market high, selling off a pre-market high. You know, this is not quite 200 yet, but man, that'd be a W. That'd be a W. Crazy, man. Great day to learn and get better. You know it. Yo, what's up? Zero DeWiz, Adonis. I can't pronounce any of you guys' names. If you guys want to check out while I'm waiting for the market to figure out if it just wants to bounce back up or if we're gonna have a repeat of yesterday. I don't think we're gonna have a repeat of yesterday, man. I think we bounce here. If you guys want to check out the new daily payout accounts from Top 1 Futures, you want to get into an account like me where I'm trading for daily payouts. You're like, how is Zach taking payouts every other day from Top 1? What is going on? These are the new accounts. Daily payouts, no consistency in funded, no minimum trading days, end of day trailing drawdown, no ESS, no nothing, man. These are eval accounts, 3-day to pass. Code RDF gets you 60% off. I see more and more traders like going, what are you talking about? These are too good to be true. Because they are. They're really, really, really aggressive. These are some of the most aggressive accounts out on the market. I would not sleep on these. I got a good feeling Top 1 is going to do what they always do, which is launch the new thing and then reel it back in, right? As far as either taking it off the site or reducing the percent. Right now, it's insane. It's 60% off first or next purchase, 50% off after that. Code RDF, better than the email, the website, the Discord. Shout out Top 1 Futures for hooking it up. If you guys want to check these out, man, these are some of the most aggressive prop firm accounts. They're my favorite by far. These cook everything. I put them up against Lucid, Take Profit Trader, Top Step, My Funded, Funded Next, everybody. Take a look at them. I really encourage you to do, don't just take my word for it, because I get paid, right? Look at it. Look at it yourself. Explain to me where there is a better daily payout, no consistency style account. I would really like to see it. And if you want to see me put them side by side because you're lazy and you don't want to do it yourself, just go to my YouTube because I have a new video that puts the 5 daily payout accounts, all of them, side by side from all the different firms, right? From TPT, My Funded Futures, Funded Next, Tradeify, Top 1 Futures. And who else? My Funded Next. I forget. I think I said everybody, but 5. Yeah. If you want to check it out, link is in the chat. Code RDF gets you 60% off. Absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane. There's hella people taking payouts from these already. Tons. 3-day to pass. 45% consistency in the eval. Very cheap. End of day trailing drawdown. Standard max loss limit and profit target. No DLL in the eval. And then the funded account is stupid. It's just absolutely stupid. Payouts from day one, no consistency, end of day trailing drawdown. You do have a DLL, no news rule, minimum 10-second hold time, right? You can copy trade 5 of them. I mean, I wish I had this stuff when I was trading CFDs and Forex prop firms. I wish there was anything close. I was paying $1,200 for a 2-step eval that was like a nightmare to pass. Trading on, MetaTrader. It's beyond me where the prop space has gone. It's really beyond me. If you're new, a year, 2 years, you don't remember. You weren't part of this stuff, right? I sound like a dinosaur. We used to walk in the snow and the sleet to school 47 miles, dude. We used to pay $1,300 for a 2-phase evaluation with insane rules on garbage platforms with slippage and spreads and swaps. It was insane, guys. It was insane. We were born in the fire. It was like, I think it makes you a good trader because you come over here and you're like, oh, bro, this is light work. $100? $100 for a 3-day 1-phase eval where I have to make $3,000? What world am I living in? And then I get paid from day one? Insane. Absolutely insane. Anyway, that's my rant for today, bro. But I was literally joking around, and somebody said that. They were like, you sound like the grandpa that's like talking about how they used to have to walk 100 miles to school. Bro, that's what it used to be like. That's what it used to be like. Do I have to pull it up? I'll pull it up, bro. I'll pull it up. I'll pull up the last 300K my Forex funds challenge that I was taking when they got audited by, the feds, and I lost it. All of the money that I spent with them. I haven't got $1 back. Hopefully I do. They're talking about it. I'm not hoping for it. 2-phase, bro. 2-phase, you have to make like an insane amount. Insane. 2 times you have to pass the thing. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Time limits on it. Guys, I like, there's never been a better time to trade props. I just arguably, I don't think there's been a better time. It's insane. The space moves fast. There are scams. There are stuff that folds. You have to watch that, same as before. But man, futures market, 1-phase evaluation, instant funded. The price that you pay for this stuff, it's sick. Which is why so many people are taking payouts. It's crazy. Nobody was taking payouts back then. And then if you did get to a payout, you probably weren't going to get paid out. That was also the last Forex and CFD prop firm account that I traded. I made it to a payout, and then they rug pulled me. They essentially just scammed me and said, nope, denied, you're done. And I was like, I had enough. I'm out. But yeah, guys, insane. Absolutely insane. If you guys want to check it out, this would be like showing a caveman like ChatGPT. If you showed me this 2.5, 3 years ago, I would have been like, first off, no, that's not how it works. Second off, where is it and how many can I buy? Insane, guys. Code RDF, Top 1 Futures, if you want to check it out. Just smoking the competition on it. It's absolutely insane. But also from other firms, right? I will talk objectively. From other firms, there's great opportunities out there, man. Which is great. Trade with multiple firms. Like, have a field day with it, guys. That's what I'm doing. Insane. So starting to sell off. I'm watching the 800s. We got some liquidity to the downside here. I don't love this for the mean reversion. But we are starting to dip here. When I dip, you dip, I dip. You know that song? Starting to dip here. Let's see what we do. For buying an account, what happened? For top 1. It shows under maintenance. No, there's something wrong, ASFX. There's something wrong. Send me a screenshot on Discord. ASFX49, ASFX49, because it sounds like I'm saying ASFX, which is Austin Silver's Forex. Send me a screenshot, a DM in Discord, or to my email, support@realdealfutures.com. I will help you out. But I can tell you that people are buying accounts left and right. It's not happening for everybody, so you have something personal going on. Also, just reach out to support. How was the trip? Nate, what's up, bro? It was awesome, dude. It was awesome. I was pulling up pictures yesterday, or the day before. We'll pull up some pictures today. If we're bored and we don't get a trade after scalp at NQ, you can watch me and Austin and Ace of Trades get cornrows and take payouts like idiots, run around on boats. It was awesome, dude. Got to go to Cartagena, Colombia with the entire Top 1 Futures team, and then like a dozen traders. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Boats, islands, great food, great times with everybody. We did a mega stream on Friday where I bottom ticked the market nearly, which was awesome, in a room full of, prop firm CEOs. It's always epic when it gets done like that. You can't can't will that into existence. It's just nice when it happens. But it was fun, man. It was really cool. A lot of meetings as well. A lot of feedback given to, the top one team. A lot of conversation with just all of the traders talking. And then even before that, we were all down in Miami for a trader meetup, which was free. It was just cool. We were all going to be in Miami doing podcasts and then flying out to Colombia. So everybody that was in that area, it was actually Fort Lauderdale, for the meetup, Miami for the podcast. But it was really cool. Everybody got together. We had like a ton of people hanging out. Got to meet everybody from the community that's local. It was epic, dude. It was a really awesome week. I'm super grateful to be able to do that. It does not get lost on me, guys. I was not always in this spot, and I know a lot of you are not. And that's not what my life looks like every single day. Obviously, I'm hanging out with you guys on stream, but I'm super grateful, and I make the most of that stuff when it happens. So it's awesome. Got a whole bunch more stuff coming up, man. More in-person events. We got Tampa coming up. We got all the boys are gonna be getting together. Like a lot of the guys that you see that I work with are gonna be getting together for more, in-person stuff. I love the in-person stuff. I also talked about just anything that I'm not even, partnered or affiliated with or whatever. I'm gonna go to any in-person event. I'm gonna try to get myself to. It costs money. It costs time. It takes you away from your outside life. So again, I recognize not everybody can do all that stuff. But yeah, the in-person stuff is epic, dude. But yeah, it was a great trip. Thank you for asking, man. It was awesome. The only downside, it was a great trip for me. I am sick, like cold or whatever I got going on. Like you could probably hear it. I sound like crap. I feel like crap. A lot of the guys and girls on that trip got food poisoning. Like most people were not doing great towards the end of that trip. So I will say, awesome trip. Nothing you could do about that because we were in really nice places, eating really nice foods and drinks, right? All high-end stuff. I was eating everything off of every boat that I could find because I'm an idiot and I just love eating lobsters and oysters. I'll pull that picture up where I'm the only person that's off the side of the boat where the little guys pull up, like, grabbing it fresh out of the water. But I was okay. Can't say the same for a lot of the other guys. They were not doing great on some of that trip. So fallen soldiers were struggling in Cartagena. Guys, 10 a.m. reversal. We popped on this candle. Hell of a bottom here. All the way back up through VWAP. Or all the way back up towards VWAP. Honestly, I'm tempted on a long here, guys. If I had to run something in YM, I'm tempted on a long. This is more of a continuation late to the party long. But I'm really tempted on a long. After looking at this, we're either gonna break, in my humble opinion, we're gonna break this low and blast to the downside, or we're gonna come back through VWAP and push the highs. Yep, climbing on a positive CVD here. Ah, man, I'm missing it as I'm talking. This is different, guys. This is not the mean reversion. This is from the middle ground, continuation to the upside. Damn, son. Started to say it. I started to say it right in here. I'm going to wait for a dip, and I'm going to buy this. And then I'm going to hop over to NQ and scalp. Let's see if we find some sellers at VWAP. Let's see if we get a little bit of a pullback down here. And I'm going to look to buy this with a stop below prior day low. Here's the buy off of VWAP for 200. Here's the buy off of pre-market low for 200 points. But I'm gonna get in this for a continuation to the upside. I think we're making a case to flip this day, and if we don't, we come through these lows. I think we just sell off. I don't want to stop so tight. I want to have like I would love to have like 50 points below pre-market low and current NYSE session low, just in case we do have to come back down on this. I'm in on this, guys. I'm long. I'm long one. There is certainly a complete opposite trade that you could be taking, which is a retest of VWAP and then a break to the downside for a breakout of initial balance low. I'm long on this one, guys. This is a different type of trade, right? This is not the mean reversion style, really aggressive. This is a from the middle ground for a push to the upside. I don't like these as much because if we just do this, right? If we just do this, there's a good chance that I'm taking out, right? I like this for a move to the upside, right? Maybe we do what we did yesterday and we just continue pushing lows, right? We just hold VWAP. We got a positive CVD across all of these. We got kind of unison across the markets. We're coming up towards VWAP, cracking above. We're finding some sellers here, which I bought the dip on the way back up. And I got to stop outside of today's low, right? If we don't flip this candle bullish and start to push to the upside, right? Get back towards yesterday's low and, come all the way up. I'm dead wrong. I think we push lower, right? If we push lower and we keep extending down through this stop, we go and trade 200 points lower than right now. I'm wrong, right? I'm out for the $1,000 L. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I also have just not gotten any really any trading in this week on this live account. I think I forget what Monday I took something on NQ. I actually didn't even realize which account I was in until the trade was on. But that's gonna be my trade on YM today. And what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this. I'll set an alert to come back over to it, and then I'm gonna hop on NQ. I'm gonna hop onto NQ on some eval accounts and just scalp. This is something I'm gonna hold on to. I want to see prior day low at very least get taken out. That would be a W for me. But I'm just gonna let this one run. Pretty high time frame. Let it do its thing. Come down, stop me out, pop back up to prior day low, and if I'm gonna do that, I'm going to set this fixed take profit here. So I'm long one YM mini from 46,965. Stop at 46,765. I'm gonna go for a stop. I'm gonna go for a take profit right into prior day low, right into the low end of this. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. Right into this consolidation, right? Kind of like pushing up here into the 200 point mark. What is this? 170s, 169s. This is a take profit and stop loss, obviously. This is the OCO bracket that I got entered with here on TradingView. Let me just take a look around and make sure that this isn't anything too crazy before I hop over to NQ. We'll let this one run. Entry at 46,965. Stop at 46,765. Take profit at 47,172. I'm not a big fan of fixed take profits, guys. It's not really my style if you guys watch me trade, but I want to get some trading in. I want to get some scalping in. I want to continue to remember why I don't like trading on TradingView here. And I'm going to let this bad boy run. What I could do here is set a alert here and an alert here. If we start to break to the upside, right, I'll get alerted that we are pushing, up towards my take profit, and we will put that on a 1, and we'll put this one on a 0. That's a little trick that I have. This way, if I don't remember actual price levels, having the alert end in a 1 or the alert end in a 0 helps me. 1 moving to the upside, 0 breaking to the downside. So cool. That's my trade. Go ahead, take a look, and we'll hop over to NQ, man. Get some scalping in. Bro got the iron stomach. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'll without being just completely distracted and just showing pictures and stuff. We got a trade on, so I'll do whatever. But I'll show you guys what I was eating over there. It was great. It was delicious. Shout out Colombia, man. Awesome country. Awesome food. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna let this trade run. You can watch what happens for a little bit, and I'm gonna get ready to load up some 50K evals. Hang tight. Yo, hang tight, guys. I gotta grab some Advil. I'm running a gnarly headache. I'm still sick. I'm gonna let this trade run. Hopefully, chair trades well for me. We'll hop over to NQ. We'll get some scalping in, and we will do a giveaway. But give me 120 seconds. I'm gonna go grab some Advil because I got a gnarly headache. After I took my headphones off and stood up for a second, I was like, whoa. And I got quite a bit of trading and content to do today. So let me try to get myself right real quick. I will be right back. You can see stops and targets in. This is in the Top 1 Futures live account. So I'm going to try not to paper hand this bad boy. I'm going to hold on to it. I want the trade through VWAP. You know, this is a nice little movement here, getting close to 100 points, showing me over 400 bucks of profit. Could snag a $400 payout, put that right in the bank, but I'm gonna try to hang on to this for a little while longer. So I'm gonna let chair trade and go get some Advil. I'll be right back, guys. Back in action with you guys here. Where'd the volume go? What are we gonna do, dude? We gonna get a TP here? What are we gonna do for me, YM? We gonna snag 1,000? We gonna just revert here above VWAP, find sellers off these lows. It's a dicey spot. I'm not gonna go stop loss to break even. I think I'll just be stopped out. I do think we dance around here. I don't think we take off in one direction. I think there's a really good chance of that. So I'm not gonna go stop to break even. You certainly could do something like that, right? If you are a stop to break even type of trader. For me, especially on an entry like this, especially, you know, this is like, you got to give this thing room, man. You know, there's just, this is not an invalidation point, right? This is an invalidation point. This is an invalidation point, right? I like having a stop, you know, 60 points outside of low of day, right? Like if we trade net from here, again, from VWAP, you know, 250 points lower and we start to push, you know, low of day lower, I'm wrong, right? We're not coming through VWAP. We're not pushing the upside. We're not even getting close to prior day low. We're not pushing, you know, the highs of day, right? We're just coming lower. But right here, this is just a, you know, just close the trade, right? You're going to just get stopped out at that point. At least that's the way that I look at it. Yeah, cross the horn looking at these before we maybe take a look at NQ and get some scalping in. NQ looking much weaker. Kind of back and forth, but holding to the downside. I think ES, at least with that growing CVD, similar movement. Back up to VWAP and finding some sellers. So yeah, you know, again, we could absolutely just be in store for break, retest, you know, continuation of the downside where, you know, sellers do not give up VWAP today, right? Kind of like they didn't yesterday, right? Like they just, you know, they were just defending that all day. We could absolutely see that again today. I'm shooting for the opposite, obviously, right? I'm shooting for us to come through this. This could absolutely be a repeat where we just kind of, we don't really like smash lower, but we go back and forth, and then we just, you know, we can't get past volume weighted average price, and then we kind of just close out for the lows. We could certainly do that today, right? We could reject here, push back down here, stop me out, keep pushing lower. I'm shooting for the opposite. I'm, you know, for me, for this take profit, I'm not even looking for a green day. I'm, you know, not even looking for yesterday's low. I'm just looking for, you know, a continuation to the upside above VWAP. Maybe even just to take out sellers that are in here right now. Like I like the thesis like that, right? Like if sellers are getting trapped in here, right? Before we absolutely dump, before we, you know, maybe we're going to move lower today. Before we do that, what do we often do? Run the stops and then take off, right? You know, before the bigger movements to the downside, which I'm kind of waiting to see. Like, you know, maybe we get that. We give this up and run. You know, we often pop to the upside. So I don't mind this trade. I'm happy with this one. I'm happy to find my way in to something moving back up to the upside and not only just a straight mean reversion style of trade, right? So let's see. Let's see. Pretty nasty rejection off of this VWAP so far. Again, not surprised. Got to give this thing room to breathe. I'm comfortable all the way until the 765s, right? Where my stop is. We come through this low and we break to the downside. Sure, we could do this, right? Like I said, sometimes these days are really frustrating, right? You know, and it's why I don't love the from the middle of the, you know, current range as much as I like from the extreme. But if we break this low, I think the thesis is that we're moving lower. Certainly could chop, but, you know, I would not want to be, you know, in with a stop loss over here, right? You know, the thesis is not this. I think we're gonna, you know, maybe come back up here and then not continue and then continue, right? That's not the trading thesis. So anyway, let's go ahead and get ready to get loaded up. Like I said, on NQ, we'll get some scalping in. We'll be able to go short, long, whatever we want to do on NQ. We got some alerts set. We'll see if we get crack to the upside, crack to the downside, and you know we'll kind of be able to check YM on the other account from there. So hang tight while I get a 50K. I'll get some sim accounts loaded up. Hang tight, guys. Again, entry at 46,965, stop at 46,765, take profit at 47,172. Just to confirm that with you guys. Let's see. All right. Am I logged back in? Cool. We are ready to roll. We have some 50K evals loaded up that I'm trading hella aggressively. Oof, nasty. Coming back down through this low, huh? Yeah. Yep. No continuation in the upside, unfortunately, just yet. No break of the low, but we're going to get a ding on here when we break that low. It's not a stop out, but when we are coming lower. But that's the top one live account. I'm getting ready to get scalpy on some 50K evals. See if we can't put a little profit in these bad boys. Again, we're going to trade NQ. We're going to trade hella aggressively on this. These are going to result in passes or failures, okay? I'm a hybrid trader. That's what I'm going to start calling myself, guys. I'm going to attempt to show you and to do myself for a good return on investment what real trading looks like. What creating a positive expected value in the financial markets looks like, right? And then I'm going to try to show you what stupid aggressive sim trading looks like, right? Really, really, really aggressive, over leveraging, over risking of prop accounts, risking ruin regularly to make it to larger and faster payouts, okay? So what you saw in the beginning of this stream was the first one. What you're going to see in the second part of this stream is the second one, okay? I think it's really important to note what the hell you're doing. Otherwise, nobody knows what you're doing, and, you know, maybe they're going to take that information, which you shouldn't, because it's not a suggestion or recommendation to do anything, but they're going to use that, and it's going to hurt them, right? So what you're going to see from me here, which I have to fix this damn thing. Is again, one more time, just for the disclaimer. Super aggressive, over risking, over leveraging on sim accounts to get through evals and funded accounts very quickly, losing many evals and fundeds, right? I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page with this one. I feel a strong responsibility to convey that. Not what I do in live accounts, not what I've demonstrated with you guys in prop firm live accounts, right? Which I think is really important that you focus on first and try to master first, right? Otherwise, you just become a YOLO degenerate gambler and you don't create any skill set that will ever translate into any real market conditions. As you progress, and you do, maybe you want to leverage your capital, maybe you want to leverage your experience, maybe you want to leverage, you know, your time to be really aggressive in sim accounts. There are certainly downsides of doing that. There's certainly, risks associated with doing that, but I'd like to talk about the differences that you see from me and from others trading. So on NQ, after this type of structure, man, I'm here on NQ on the mini. We got a couple of accounts. We're going to see if we can't pass or fail them. I'm going to get pretty aggressive. I was really zoomed in scalping. I don't mind that, like really, really, really tight scalping. But for the way this market's moving today, it's somewhat slower. And just what seems to be working a little bit better than the super, super tight, aggressive, hyper scalping type of deal, which also is going to run me into an issue with a minimum hold time rules at different firms, which I've started to take into account. Taking one position and then aggressively adding into it, and then just taking profit. Ooh, nasty reject. Ooh, nasty push back up. taking a position and then adding into it, building risk, and essentially, going for a larger win is kind of the play here. Yeah, this might want the 600s. I almost like this for the continuation of the downside, back down towards like the 600s here. We got some liquidity. That was a nice retest of this current value area low, really beautiful. And rejection. I want to see if we come up here into like the 705s, and I'm going to fade that. And then if we continue lower, I'll probably add into it. I'd like a take profit. I'd like to front run this level down here. And I'd like a stop out here. So in order to do that, I'd like my order like up here. Whoa. I'd love like this. At least just to get started. Yeah, but this looks like we could start to break. I think we're either coming right back up here or we're going to break to the downside. Volume profile, pretty nice rejection up here. Oh, they pulled this. Start building a position here, guys. Start building a position here. I'm going to get rid of that. Stop is pretty arbitrary up here, guys. But I'm going to start building into this position here. I'm going to get ready to sell more if we start to come lower. I like this right down towards the 625s for a potential take profit. Aggressively right down into here. I want to see this break. YM breaking to the downside. That's not good for me. Building a position here, guys. If we pop back up, this is going to be the account, right? So, this is aggressive. This is very aggressive on YM. If we wanted to run, take stop losses that made sense, right? Here's our 2 stop losses. Now we have full stops in this position, but this would cook the account, right? We're getting aggressive, right? Like we just talked about multiple times. Please rewind the video if you don't know what I'm doing here. I'm selling into selling pressure, looking for this to continue through the lows. I think we either get the break right in here now after retesting value area low, or we come all the way back up through this high and we come back to this level, which will be a pretty nasty stop out. But for now, I'm going to hold this for a little bit of a breakdown, see if we can't grab profit on it. Start to take profit right in here. Really front running. We had liquidity over here. Let's see. There we go. Take profits hit. Let's get rid of this because now we don't have the OCO order. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see what we did here. W front running some of this liquidity downside. YM is cooked. That's going to be an L on the Top 1 Futures live account for sure. That was breaking to the downside as this one was breaking to the downside. Let me just pull this up so I can try to keep track. That's going to be an L-ski in the top 1 live account. I want to try to be quick here, guys, because I want to get another account loaded up based on what I just did here. Yeah, so that was 1,165 bucks in profit to put that one a couple $100 off of a pass. Give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to another one and see if we can't pass some evals here. Let me save this. Hang tight real quick, guys. Actually, I just gotta drag it off. Try to do this so I don't accidentally dox myself here. This is a... Okay, we got another TPT, 50K with 51,375 bucks. So we're not gonna pass this one today, but we can put some more profit in it potentially. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it. Just get ready. I'm not getting ready to do anything just yet. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Chat! Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, unfortunately. YM did not like this. Yep, that's a stop out. It's a stop out, unfortunately. Rejection off of VWAP. Rejection off of VWAP, man. Part of the game. So I'm going to be out for 990. That was the exact stop in the... Ooh, we got breaking to the downside here. I'm going to buy for a little pop out off of this last bit of liquidity right here, guys. I was trading for it, targeting it. If we trade through these 600s, I'm going to buy. Chat! How we doing, guys? Took the short off of early. Nice. Still busy trading, doggy? Yeah, staying alive, you'll know. What were you asking? Yeah, giveaways on the live stream every day. Giveaways on IG. Giveaways all over the place, guys. You don't have to ask me. You'll know about it. You'll know about it. Lost to my account this week. Sorry to hear it, man. Team RDF. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, we have not done a giveaway yet. We will do one. Don't worry. We're chilling, guys. We're getting some trading in. We're trying to make some money. So far, that's 1165 in a sim and negative 990 in the top 1 live. So that's a pain in the ass. But part of the game. Part of the game, man. Go trading through the 600s. I'm buying into this one, guys. Really aggressive. Really aggressive, but I'm going to buy for a bounce off of these 24,600s where we had quite a bit of liquidity. This was kind of the last thing on the book until we got like way down here. So I'm looking for a bounce right here. Again, very aggressive. A lot of risk on these accounts. I'm going to do the same thing and add if we start to pop back up. Could come right through these lows. I'm worried about the 580s now that have some liquidity. But if we get down here and then start to pop back up, I'm going to add into this. Yep, I'm adding into this right now, guys. Adjusting, take profits. This is really quick, right? So I can't articulate exactly what the hell I'm doing nonstop. Like I don't even have a chance to put to set more stops on this. Okay, let's just get ready to get rid of it. Get out of this. Get out of this. Get out of this. There we go. We got stops essentially to break even. Take profits up there. Let's see. I'm watching this level right here. What is this? The 22s? Wow, this is super annoying. I wonder if flat and all will help me when stuff like that happens. Nice, 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 nice. Quick pop. I'm going to try this.
Order filled.
Nice. Oh, I didn't even know if that gave me a second or if it just cracked right up. Nice. Okay, so you can, in a situation like that, where you start to have all of these overlapping positions, you can come over to the DOM. It's actually the first time I've ever used the DOM on TradingView as far as entering and exiting outside of doing examples. You can flatten all, which is very helpful because it gets rid of everything. Even the add-ins and the OCO and everything. So that's A65 in that eval. We're going to keep going on this one. We're going to try to get another one on this 50K. But that was A65 profit. On a little bit of a bounce off of some liquidity. We got quite a bit more down here, which is dangerous. I don't know that I'm going to keep trying to buy the bottom here, but we will get ready for some more orders here coming up. Let's see, let's see, let's see. I'm actually looking for a clean out move here, again, to the downside, like really aggressively, like through the 80s. And then I'd look to long this thing again to come back up above this high. Yeah, I can't really go above this amount of profit. Looking for a really aggressive buy around these 80s, like I just said. Just want to see if the bottom absolutely falls out on this. This is dicey, guys. I'm looking to, I'm looking to catch a knife here. I wasn't quick enough. Damn it. That was the trade. That was the trade. All right. Yeah, you got to be quick on NQ, man. Got to be really quick. That was the trade. This was the 80s, and this was the 65 points to the upside that I needed. 65 ticks to the upside I needed to put the max amount of profit in that. Damn it. This is the trade. Got to be quick, man. Again, I'm used to YM, used to hanging out. I'm also doing math at the same time, trying to calculate so I don't go over consistency rules. Part of trading props really aggressively, man. You gotta be fast. That was the trade. I think we do pop back up on this one too. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Give me what I want to see off a book map, though. Let's get set back up here. I'm just not being fast enough. Damn, son. All right. I'm gonna have to take a split second to just wake myself up. That was the same play. Anyway, yeah, part of the game, man. Part of being like super scalpy and aggressive like this. Got to be fast. Got to be fast. Really fast. as we started to dip right back down and just flatten out there for a second. That was a good opportunity for a crack back above. All right, let's see. Let's see what we get. Can someone please send me Zach's kick ID? It's Real Deal Futures or Real Deal Zach. It's Real Deal Zach, guys. Real Deal Zach. Kick is great. Screw YouTube ads. Catch you guys on Kick. Yeah, I stream on YouTube, Kick, and X, guys. So you can have your choice of whatever platform you want to watch from. It's Real Deal Zach or Real Deal Futures across everything. Both of those will pop up across all. So. Looking for a little aggressive scalp to put this one over the edge. This is the same play again. I've been way too slow, but I'm worried that we start to fall here. Now, I've been way too slow right around the 600s where we've been chopping. I'm going to wait for a little bit of a dip down to buy this thing for a quick move back up. I think we could start to let go here, though, based on this price action and nothing else down below price. Trying it right in here, guys. Really aggressive. Just chopping around the 600s. We got buyers that continue to try to defend this level. More buy orders down below. I'm watching Bookmap heavy on this one. This is an insanely negative risk to reward individual trade here. Can we just get a little pop out of this bad boy? Again, a lot of aggression. I'll get ready to kill this one if we get close. Hopefully these 875s can hold. 87.5 can hold. If this lets go, I think we fall. And I think I get cooked. Looking for the 08s to fill right above this level where we're just chopping here. Nice round high volume node forming around these 24,600s. Trying to play the low to high of this. Really the same thing that I've been looking at as we've been sitting at this zone. Stop loss to break even. Nice. All right, that's a pass. Eval over the line on that one. Oh no, I'm sorry, we're not passing that one. That's 1455 on the. Is it 1500 on the day? What did we do? Yeah, just under 1500 on the day. Not going over the 50% rule. 1,475 bucks on that P&L. It needs multiple trading days since it's a multiple day to pass eval. These are TPT 50Ks, just so you guys know what I'm doing. That one is at 52,830. So a couple of small trades, and we're in a funded account on that one as well. So that's two. I have one more active with them. Let me go ahead and swap over, and we'll see if this is the one that I kill, right? Because, again, being really aggressive here, guys. Really aggressive, right? If I put two max over the line, I'm probably due for the one that's not going to make it, right? Like I talked about, very, very aggressive, risking ruin on, on really almost every trade here. So, you're not usually going to go back to back wins when you're going to be that aggressive with, with your stuff. So, let's see if we can't do this last one. Take some trades if it starts to set up. Again, this is seeming to be working a little bit better than the really, really, really hyper, super duper tight scalp, fixed take profit, fixed stop loss. That one was an arbitrary stop that I could only go with, 630, 640 bucks. I'm not going to intentionally run negative risk to rewards, but, the bottom line is the whole account is the risk, right? So, word of caution. But 10:45, you know what we're gonna do, guys. You know what we're gonna do. You know what we're gonna do, chat. So, before I throw this up here, guys, number one, first and foremost, before we put this up here, okay? Everybody listen up. Everybody listening? If you're gonna take part in the giveaway, you have to follow the rules. This happened again yesterday. This is the last time that I'm saying it on my live stream, and I'm gonna go back to this live stream on Thursday, March 12th at 10:46 a.m. I'm gonna try to remember this. I do giveaways almost every day. Random days, random times. Whenever the giveaways come, they come. I'm going to go through the whole thing, right? You don't have to beg me for giveaways. All that asking me to do giveaways is going to do is make sure that I don't do them, okay? But more importantly, follow the instructions. Follow the instructions that are on the giveaway form, on whatever the me instructing you is, whatever it is. If you don't follow the instructions, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want to do. If you don't follow the instructions, all of them, clearly, my subjective opinion of what that means, you don't get the account, okay? That includes if you don't put your name in the correct way, if you don't put your email in the correct way, if you put the wrong name, the wrong email, a username, anything just that normally following the rules, right? Same thing on the IG giveaways, guys. If I say you gotta like, follow, and comment, and then DM me the secret code that's hidden, which we're gonna do again later today, multiple times. If you do one of those things, or you miss something there, or you're not first to do it, like, you don't get the account, okay? So I appreciate everybody on here. I love all you guys that are on here. I really do, man. It's awesome. I feel really bad when people get upset when they don't follow the instructions and they win, right? But I can't take any more time than I am right here, right now, to go through this stuff over and over and over again. It's annoying to everybody else on here that follows the instructions. It's annoying to me, and it takes away from everything that we're doing. So, all of that being said, here's the instructions for this giveaway. Number one, giveaway form is in the chat on YouTube, on Kick, on... What's up, Kick? I'll come back to you guys because I haven't even looked at you. On Discord, okay? If you're not in the free Discord, link is pinned to the chat. If you want any of my links, they're pinned to the top of the chat. This is for a 50K Elite Daily Challenge from Top 1 Futures. Not the Ignite account that's showing there. I just don't have another banner. This is for one 50K Elite Daily Challenge from Top 1 Futures. Fill the form out completely. Again, if you fill it out wrong, you're not getting it. Do everything the form says. You guys have 10 minutes to get the form filled out. And then I'll pick a winner by doing the random duck race. You have to be here in the chat or some chat, wherever you are, to claim the giveaway. If you're not in chat, I don't know how you got the form. Also, if you filled it out more than one time, and I find out that you filled it out more than one time, I'm going to peg you with a tennis ball, you knucklehead. No, if you filled it out more than one time, if you spam the form, scam the form, you're going to get banned from everything, including the prop firm and all of the software companies and everybody that I work with. Don't do that, please. Don't use your brothers and your sisters and your grandmas and your mother's email. Don't do that. Nasty rejections off of value area low. Damn. New value area low down here, though. Woo. Nasty, nasty NQ. So, guys, let's go ahead and get the giveaway form filled out. Again, if you want a chance to win more stuff, because I had everybody freak out on me, we're doing them now. IG went crazy, dude. I have to look at my Instagram right now. Instagram went insane. I woke up with like a third more followers. Absolutely insane. This is the fastest amount of growth that I've had on any social media platform. Insane, dude. Every time I open it, I have 100 new followers and 100, it's all maxed out, like on the top. Can I show this? Insane, dude. I'm at 13.3. I was at 10,000 when I went to sleep last night. When I woke up, it was like 12 point something. Right before the live, it was like 12.9, 13. Now it's at 13.3K. Insane, dude. Insane. I got this post going absolutely viral. You guys like giveaways. Listen, we're going to do giveaways. You love the game. The IG giveaway, just so you guys know, if you want to follow on IG, we're going to do more. Here's the IG giveaway, guys. Here's the IG giveaway. When I say so in the reel, when I say it's day 2 of hiding a code for the 50K giveaway somewhere in this video, there's a 50K Elite Daily Challenge account up for grabs. There's a code. Maybe it's a digit, maybe it's multiple letters. I'll tell you what it is. Hidden somewhere in the video, right? That's the fun of it. Obviously, you guys liked it. When you find the code, you have to DM it to me. And you also have to follow, like, and save the video. And comment. You don't comment the code, obviously, because then you're giving it away to everybody else. But you DM me the code as soon as you find it, right? And then you like, follow, save, comment, right? Very, very simple stuff. Free to play, no purchase necessary on either one of these. You don't have to do them. You can do whatever you want to do. I noticed that people are extremely fast at IG giveaways that are time sensitive. So the first person that gets it right and does all those things wins. First person, number 1. They turn notifications on, which you can do, on my IG for all posts and stories and reels and everything. And as soon as I post it, you get an alert and you're one of the first people to look at the thing and find the code. So I'm giving you the sauce if you want to try to get it. But we're going to do 2 of them today, chat, because the person who won yesterday said, pay it forward. Oh my gosh, the stupid, hold on, where's the thumbs up thing? The balloon thing. We're going to do 2 of them today. Let's see if we do it today. 2 of them today. Hop on IG. Hop on IG. Separate, right? The stuff that's on IG, it's on IG, right? The stuff that's on Twitter, it's on Twitter. The stuff that's on the live streams, it's on the live streams, okay? Hop on all of them if you want. Don't hop on any of them, man. I'm going to be here scalping away. For anybody that missed the live recap real quick, we went L on YM on my top 1 live account, the one that matters. Unfortunately, we got the death candle here. Did we get the death candle? I'm fairly certain we got the death candle here. And then on NQ, got a couple scalps in. 3 for 3, and we got 14.75 in one 50K. That's just under passing, and 11.55 in another. I got a third one loaded up here. I don't love this now. I liked chopping around the lows. I liked selling for the breakout. I liked chopping around the 24,600s. I don't know now. Now we did this. I don't know if we start to, so I'm going to wait till we start to pick a direction, then maybe we get scalpy with it. Maybe. So let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get here. Ugh. Nasty, dude. Took me out by like 8 points. Yeah. Ticked me out by like 8 ticks. Nasty. Part of the game. All right, guys, go ahead and get this filled out. Again, you only got a couple more minutes, and we'll be good to go. All right, thanks, Zach. Is it a text that you added manually after the vid or something? I don't know, Funded Sabam. It could be anything. It could be a text that I manually added. It could be something on my screen. It could be something on my shirt. It could be something I say. It could be anything. That's the fun. I'm not going to pigeonhole myself. It could be anything that I want. It could be text in the caption, for example. I don't know. I'm going to make it really different. It's going to be different every day. Yes, somebody found the code, which is announced on my story on IG and pinned to the post. If you followed the post and looked at the caption and everything, it says, nobody found it. I'll pin a post when somebody finds it and gets it right. And I pinned and tagged that person, and they're on my story. And I take screenshots of my messages in order of who finds it first with the timestamp. Although everybody's going to argue and yell and tell me I gave it to the friend, I gave it to my best friend. Wow, blah, blah. Bro, I don't care. I don't care at all. Like crazy. What I should do, the code right where? I know there's a language barrier, brother. Follow the instructions on Instagram. Follow the instructions on Instagram, which were DM me the code if you find it, and comment, not that you found, comment whatever you want that you DM'd me, right? Like and save the video. and follow me. Those are the instructions in the video. But I always let you know the instructions every single video. Hope this helps, guys. I'm hyped. I'm psyched to do it. Super fun. Obviously, you guys love that one, so if you guys are having fun, I'm having fun. All right, guys, I'm going to give you another, like, 2 minutes to go ahead and get this filled out. Couple more minutes, guys. Couple more minutes. Go ahead, get this one filled out, and we will run it. We will run it. All right, guys. Let's get this one done. We have 90 people so far responding. Cool. That tells me you guys probably aren't filling it out more than one time. Let's get our ducks in a row. Real quick, guys. If you want to check out some of the best prop firms in the game, don't sleep on these. They're insane. If you're trading with props and you're not trading the top one elite daily accounts, I genuinely don't know what you're doing. If you're trading with Top Step, TPT, Lucid, compare them, please. Do yourself a favor. Again, I'm partnered. I'm affiliated. I stand to make money. I can't be unbiased. I partner with the best, and I give feedback so that company has the best. Why would I not do that? I'm also partnered with, other things, but do the research yourself, and you guys let me know what you think. All right, guys, we are shutting down the form. We are going to run the ducks. We're going to get somebody funded. And remember, if you don't win today, hop over to IG, and we're going to do more giveaways. And then come back tomorrow, and we're going to do more giveaways. And we're going to make money with prop firms, hopefully. Or we're going to lose money with prop firms. But we're going to have fun doing it. All right, we have our ducks in a row. Let's go ahead and get ready to run it. Good luck, everybody. Remember, you have to be here in chat and have followed the instructions. Please, guys. I'm going to stop saying it. I promise after today. Today's the day. March 12th. I'm not even giving instructions anymore. And the OGs here will tell everybody. I'll rely on you. I'll be like, hey, guys, didn't I explain it all? Even if you showed up the first time, it's on the form very, very clearly, even if you don't listen to me and the volume's off. There's no way you should mess it up. Kick. What's up, guys? Hey, homie, can you share your stream in a Kick community? No. No, I don't want to pay for, Lo, got those shrimp straight from the canoe. Yeah. Yeah, I did, Kobe. Morning, I'm done trading for the day. Nice. 2,300 of profits for Slothfather. Sovereign Pearls, what's up? Fear 21. Oh, we got a bunch of people on Kick today. What's up? Nice scalping. Yeah, appreciate you. Just trying to make some money. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you guys. Yeah. Yeah, guys, the Discord's free. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. You can hop in the free Discord. Here, I'll give you the Discord link because there seems to be confusion. Kick. Here is the 100% free trading Discord. It's open, and I've been saying I'm going to close it, and I'm going to close it soon because I keep getting overrun with scammers. I'm going to only open it for, like, you know, like 24 hours at a time, like close the links and stuff. But Discord is wide open. Giveaways, analysis, updates, everything on the live sessions, right? Everything where I got stuff going on, scheduling. Hop in, man. More than happy to have you guys in there. Free 99. No course, no VIP, no mentorship, no secret thing where you give me $100 of fart coin and I give you back $1 million after sending it to a prince in Southeast Asia. Like, none of that. I don't know who does that, but none of that stuff, guys. Just what trading looks like for me. Let's go, let's go. What do I think about another trader? I don't know. I've never heard of that person. So, I don't know. And I hear of most people. But probably good, if you think they're good. Get the dub. Burr. Zach, good luck, everybody. Yeah, what's up, everybody? What's going on, guys? What's going on? Appreciate you hopping in. Remember, don't go anywhere. We ran this one twice yesterday. Person's got to be here, and they had to have got the instructions correct. My duck looks hungry. We got a W in the chat. MEHIEL_88. The number 71 duck. Taking the W on this one. Hang tight, guys. Hang tight. We have, let's see who this is, and let's see if they followed instructions. Nobody go anywhere. Nobody go anywhere. Chat, what do you think? We got W's in the chat. I have faith. I have faith, guys. I have faith. First off, are they here in the chat? MEHIEL_88. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Are you here in the chat? And did you follow the instructions? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Looks like you filled it out somewhat correct. You're following on IG. I'm assuming that's your real name. You're in Discord. You're here on YouTube. Where are you? Are you here? Do we have a winner? Look at how easy this is, guys. All you got to do is just the basics, the bare minimum. They are watching from Discord. Excuse me, they're watching from YouTube, and that's their name. Where we at? Where we at? Let's see, let's see. Ah, there he is. Taking the win. There he is in Discord. We got W's in the chat. I appreciate everybody hopping on here for this one. We got W's in the chat. Somebody follow the instructions. You get the account. You see how easy that is, guys? 1, 2, 3. Quick verification. You didn't put a random name in there or some craziness. You take the W. Awesome, dude. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The account will come straight from Top 1 Futures, the way it comes from everybody. For everybody that wins, shout out Top 1 Futures for supporting it. Remember, real quick, I'm going to throw this in one more time, guys. If you sleep on this, I don't know. I don't even know what to tell you. Feel free to check this out. Link in chat, code in chat. Code RDF gets it done. Better than the email, the Discord, the website, anywhere else. Boom. RDF for Top 1 Futures. 60% off your first account, 50% off next accounts. Elite Daily. Daily payouts. No consistency in funded. No daily payouts in funded. No minimum trading days to pay out. End of day trailing drawdown in both eval and funded. No activation fee on the eval. Wild. Wild. I don't know what else to say outside of that. But I'm partnered. I'm affiliated. I stand to make money. Use a code. Don't use a code. Click a link. Don't click a link. Do whatever you want to do, guys. But just do whatever's best for you. Make the decision for yourself. Go to the sites. Read through everything. Make sure everything's kosher and that, you know, you're in on it. So, anyway, guys. Awesome trading day. L in the Top 1 Futures live account. 3 W's scalping on NQ. 1155. 1475. Technically 1455 after fees, it looks like, on both of those trades. And negative 990. That's the total for today. Green overall. Of course, would like the W in the Top 1 live account, but we don't always get to say how that plays out, right? That's how it goes. Chatty McChat chat. Appreciate you guys for being here. Quick disclaimer, guys. Quick disclaimer. Great trading days ahead. Awesome. 5 seconds, not 5 minutes. No. There's no minimum hold time of 5 minutes. 10 seconds. Appreciate you guys hopping on. Thanks for being here, man. Smash like, smash subscribe. Use a link, use a code, do whatever you want to do. Don't do it. I'm going to be here streaming live every day, man. I appreciate you guys being here. Y'all are awesome. So much support from the community across socials this week and today. We're blowing up, chat. I appreciate you guys being here. Hella people on stream, hella people on everywhere. Discord, blowing up. Wild, man. I really appreciate you guys. You're awesome. Reminder, I'm not a financial advisor. I do not provide financial advice. Nothing I say or do is a suggestion or recommendation to do anything at all. Make sure you do your own research. Make your own trading decisions. Read CFTC Rule 4.41 on simulated trading, which is what this is, even if funded prop from accounts, and the affiliate and partnership disclaimer that says I stand to make money from links and codes in my content, like Top Up Futures code RDF, Bookmap, and others. I'll see you guys live here tomorrow to finish out the week strong. 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Same place, same time, every damn day. Free 99. Appreciate you guys. See you in Discord. I'll see you on IG. We probably got the giveaway coming up on IG. Let's see it. See you guys there.